Now, baby, I can't believe what you're saying. Folks, for 3 years, all I've heard is, send me to the village.
Wait, Forrest, but I'm not bringing.
I want to go to the village. I need to go to the village. Marquitos, when you send me to the village? Folks, I don't know what came over me. It was just a power that came down over me. And click, 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 in that dango computer. And boom, I got her Philippine Airlines flight. Straight down to Cebu City. Next week. You're on your way, honey.
But I need to bring Forrest.
So the kids are gonna stay with me. She's gonna go on a little vacation, enjoy her time with her family, go eat some tuyo and some whatever she's gonna eat in the village. Spend some time with mom, her sister, Tai Tai, all the brothers. And so I was so happy about it. And she comes in here this morning and she just says, "What'd you say, baby? Tell them what you said. Tell them. What'd you say?" After all this, she said, "I don't want to go to the village." She's blaming it on the fact that she's going by herself. But let's be honest, Fatima.
No, I need to.
Okay? Now here's what I did. I didn't get her a round trip ticket because I figured if I did it for like 1 week, because I suspect she's only going to make it 2 days and she's going to be crying to come back. So I told her, I said, look, I didn't get it for a week, 2 weeks, whatever. I just got you a one-way ticket. Whenever you get ready to come home, just call me, send me a text, click, 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 and get to Cebu City and come on back. It's not a big issue. Flight's going every day, right? So she can stay for 2 days, 3 days, a week, 2 weeks. It's up to her. Pretty simple, right? I can't be any more accommodating or fair than that. But she comes in here this morning and says, "I don't want to go to the village." Again, she's blaming it because she wants to take Forrest G, but I'm going to tell you what swayed her decision about going to the village. It was that damn brownout the other night. When that brownout hit and she started sweating, because folks, she's put on some kilos since she's been sweating down in the village 3 years ago. That's the last time she sweat. The only time she sweats when we've been camping, right? And again, we like to do 2-day, 3-day camping trips, whatever. I mean, I love to go camping, but they're ready to come back after 2 days. So now she's telling me she doesn't want to go, but I think she realizes now the hardship is setting in. No aircon in the village. You know, ain't no Burger King, ain't no Grab, ain't no Paisano's Pizza, baby. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm too capoy to cook." You know, you order some food. Nope, can't happen. So she's scared. I mean, seriously, that brownout put a little reminder in her head. Oh shit, it's hot in the Philippines.
No, I'm not think that. I think Forrest, if I bring Forrest, I go.
Baby, you've got a ticket.
No, I'm not.
I mean, really, if you want to stay 2 days, you stay 2 days, okay? It's up to you. You can stay 2 days, 1 day, 3 days. It's up to you. But I think this is good for you. I mean, for 3 years, you haven't seen your family. You've been taking care of 2 kids. This is like a vacation for you. There's no stress, you know? You throw your backpack on. I'll give you the GoPro. Take the GoPro. You can video yourself. Look at me, guys. I'm in the airplane. Hey! You know, and when you come back, I'll edit the footage. We'll post village videos. Everybody will like that footage. And just have a little bit of freedom or a little bit of relaxation. This is sort of like my late Mother's Day gift to you. To just relax. I'll take care of the kids for a few days. Everything will be fine. Go do what you're going to do. See your people. Go visiting. Sleep. Whatever you want to do. It's my gift for you. It's a little mini vacation to say thanks for all your hard work, being a good wife, number 2, and a good wife, or being a good mother to my 2 children. Get ready, baby. You're about to feel the freedom from the foreign guy, but the stress of being a rich Filipina in your own village in the province. Well, kind of coincidental I have my hand out like that. Anyhow, folks, it's not all fun and games for a Filipina being married to a rich foreign guy. It's not. Okay? For example, I'll talk about my Thai wife and her experience from my perspective and my perception, of course. But, baby, no need to cry. Hey, you've been to my pad here, man. That's, folks, she's crying. I don't know why. Hey, buddy, Ro.
You smell.
You smell good? You take a shower? So there is some stresses for Filipinas, Thai girls, everybody who marries what the culture believes to be us rich foreign guys, right? When I write a book about my experiences in Southeast Asia, I'll have to devote at least 2 chapters to this. But you're not going...
You're just talking about my flight and now you're going to...
Can I continue? Okay, no matter how much money you have, you're not going to convince anyone in Southeast Asia that you're not ultra rich. You can be over here on a $600 a month pension and they still believe you're rich, and you can't convince people otherwise. How does that stress carry over to your Filipina girlfriend? Well, here's what happens. Once she hooks up with a rich foreign guy, the family thinks, oh, all our problems are solved. Now we're rich. And anytime there's a problem, they're coming to her. Now here's where the stress begins for her.
What? I don't have money.
They're coming to her, asking for help or money or to solve a problem. It all comes down to money. And then she has to come to me, which the answer is always no. And then she has to go back and relay this answer of no. There's stress. Whereas if she was married to a local guy, it wouldn't be the same amount of, hey, give me money, help me, somebody crashed the motorbike, the buffalo is sick, all this stuff, right? So, admittedly, there is stress that is imposed upon them when they hook up with you, the foreign guy.
Baby,
and you have to understand that.
Mommy?
You have to understand that, and you have to help mitigate that. Okay, so back to what... Say you're living in America with your Filipina, your Thai girl, or what have you. And the family from the village would call and, you know, young his brother crashed the motorbike, and now you got to pay for the motorbike. You got to pay the police to get the motorbike, repairs to the motorbike, the other guy's hospital bills, and the shithead's hospital bills, right? They're all coming to you, the foreign dude. Well, they're not coming to you, they're coming to her because she's married to the foreign dude. So if you're in America, back then it was real easy. If we got wind that somebody, the brother crashed the motorbike because he's an idiot and he's been drinking beer all night and he crashed and it's his own damn fault. It's real easy. You just close the laptop. You close the laptop. Don't reply to Skype. Don't reply to Facebook, whatever. And you wait about 7 days. Now that's not cruel because without you, they're going to figure out that problem anyhow. They have to. That's life. They're going to navigate that problem and they're going to fix that problem, deal with that problem, whether you, the foreign guy, are there or not. You understand? Imagine that you're not there. All your wife's family's problems, they're going to have to deal with that on their own, and they will. That's life. So don't feel guilty and say, oh, if I don't answer the phone and send them money, the brother's not going to get that. Tough shit. The brother shouldn't have been drinking, driving the motorbike, and crashing it. So we would just go incommunicado for a week. And then a week later, we pop up and say, hey, we've been camping in the mountains. We didn't have a signal. By then, most of the problems are already taken care of. They took care of them naturally, on their own, in their own culture, in their own way, with their own money. Now, they're still going to want you to pay some utang, some credit, but then you can chip in a little bit of money and you don't have to pay for everything. What happens when you move to the Philippines or you move to Thailand? Now your family, her family, is a bus ride away or a local phone call away, or they can get somebody from the family to go over there and knock on your door, or they knock on the door. Very difficult to just avoid the problem and not have to address it. So what happens is, now she's saying no twice as much because they're here, they're in her face. She has to say no, she can't run from it. Can't just close the laptop. You close the laptop, you don't answer on Facebook, they get on a damn bus and knock on the door. Hey, you know, your brother crashed a motorbike, we need money, where you been? Oh, I've been camping. It's too late, they're there, right? That's why I tell you, if you're gonna move here, don't move to your wife's village. She has to say no on a daily basis. That's too many times she has to tell people no. You move at least one island away. So for example, she's from Cebu, we live up here on Luzon. Say we lived in Cebu City, that's a bus ride. People could still show up, knock on her door. But at least get a plane ride away. Get a plane ride away, and then your lady don't have to say no as many times as if they're in the village. Oh, I know, I'm just an asshole, foreign guy, don't want to help the family, blah, blah, blah. You say what you want. Say what you want. I never claim to have all the answers. I just put stuff out there, food for thought, based on my own experiences. And so, you know, she's no different than the average OFW. The minute the OFW comes home from spending a week over or a year or 2 years in the Middle East, everybody's looking for number one, Paso Lubong. You got to bring a suitcase full of gifts, right? Man, go to Dubai or Abu Dhabi and try to get on a flight, and you got every OFW with these damn boxes, you know, 18 extra boxes, paying for extra luggage because they got to bring everybody Paso Lubong. It's part of the culture. So she's stressing right now because she knows, she's sitting there counting, oh my God, how many Paso Lubongs can I get? I only got 10 kilograms check-in baggage, 7 kilos. Oh my God, I got all these people wanting Paso Lubong. You know.
I'm not thinking that.
Okay, if you ain't thinking it now, you wait till you walk in that village. Everybody be looking right.
I'm not OFW.
Be looking at a bag of chocolate.
I'm not OFW.
That's the best thing you do, folks. You get a big old bag of chocolate with the little chocolate bars and hand them out. Everybody gets a piece of chocolate. So usually when she goes to the village, I give her some money, and between the airport and the village on the bus or whatever, she's trying to scramble, you know, get some chicharrones or some chocolates, whatever. It's part of the culture. Look it up. Paso Lubong. If you travel and come back, you better bring gifts for everybody. Something small.
Baby, no, that's makeup.
So I think that's stressing her. She's stressing out about all this Paso Lubong. People gonna hit her up for money. Hey, welcome back to the village. Being married to a rich foreign dude or an OFW.
I'm not that rich. We're not rich. We have a lot of problems.
Yeah, we're not rich. We have problems like everybody else. But the perception is that we are rich. And so here you got the superstar showing up once in 3 years.
My family know that I'm not rich. I don't have money. I have a lot of, we have a lot of problems.
Problems?
Yeah.
Everybody's got problems, dude.
Yeah.
Anyhow, folks, look, and I'm not picking on her family. A lot of my viewers here, well, I have viewers from both spectrums. I have people who have lived here for 20 years watching our videos, people that used to live here, they're in the States, married to Filipinas, and I have people watching our channel that have never been to the Philippines, you know, met a girl online, coming over here for the first time and know nothing about the culture. And so a lot of this stuff that I put out there, I'm just the, what's the word, antagonist? I'm just setting the forum.
Chismoso.
Yeah, I do a little chismoso. I set the forum here on the video with the topics, but you're going to learn more down in the comments from the people who comment because of who the viewers are. They're people who have lived here a long time, people who have been married to ladies for a long time. So read the comments and you'll learn more when I bring up these topics. Then you're going to bring that you're going to learn from us, because you're going to get a wide sampling of people who are going to agree and say, I know exactly what you're talking about, to people from the other side of the spectrum who say, my wife's family is wonderful to me. They've never asked me for a dime. And for the most part, her wife, Fatima's family is wonderful. And they don't ask us for too much. All right? But if you don't push back, like I say, if you don't learn to say no in the beginning, if you don't learn how to say no to her when she comes at you and says, oh, you know, the motorbike broke, blah, blah, blah. So that's not my problem. If you don't learn to say no in the beginning, you will go down that slippery slope and you'll be broke. There you go.
Can you give mommy?
So,
give mommy more.
There you go. It's just food for thought. Food for thought if you're thinking about getting involved with a girl over here. If you're thinking about getting involved with a girl over here in Southeast Asia, the family functions as a unit. And a lot of their perceptions are, once that girl finds a rich foreign dude, all the problems are solved because she's rich.
I'm so cute.
Yeah, you're cute.
Cute height.
So, I think she's feeling stressed about going to the village, being a rich YouTube superstar with a big old pocket full of pesos, coins.
Maria.
Yeah, baby. Just, I don't have any money to send with you. Just get Maria's piggy bank and just do utang to Maria. Take the piggy bank coins. Folks, I treat my ladies. I treat my ladies good. I treat them good.
Wow. What kind of good?
Now, I've brought up my perspective about why you don't want to go. I'm not canceling the flight. You have to go face everybody, and you have to learn to stay firm and say no.
No. Dino already.
Give me money. Give me money. No.
I have no money. I'm not rich.
Okay, then go down there and proudly
I don't want to
be proud.
bring for you. I want to bring for you.
Honey, Force G's got things to do, places to go, people to see. Let's be honest. I mean, I spent almost a couple months away from them, and I know how much I didn't like being away from my kids. You never experienced that. It's time for you to experience what it's like to be away from your child. It's not fun. But I'm not doing that to punish you, honey. I mean, I'm just saying that's a positive side effect, is that you're going to realize how important the children are. But at the same time, you do get a few days of freedom and relaxation. You can sleep all you want. Spend time with your family. Eat some lechon baboy. If you can find a fiesta serving free lechon somewhere. And folks, these are real tears messing up my t-shirt here. Baby. My God. I'm a superstar, baby. Just messed up my wardrobe. 3 years she's been begging for a ticket, folks. I answered her prayer and pulled the trigger on a ticket. It was funny. We got this bag of spicy fish pond crackers, whatever she likes. She gets at the Sorry store. Maria brings them in there. She says, I want some chips. I said, there's a bag of chips. She's like, no, they're too spicy. They're spicy. Forrest G just reaches in there and just goes to town. You know your wife, you know, you have these spats and whatever, you know, whenever she gets mad. Just send me to the village. Okay. Careful what you ask for, baby. Lord has answered your prayers. It's called Philippine Airlines. Seat 3B. Baby, let me tell you what I did, baby. I even splurged and reserved you a seat up front. I spent 250 pesos extra, that's $5 US, to get you near first class. You're not in first class. What you do when you get on the plane, if you see first class, you go just past the first class, and then that'll be where you're sitting. You're in the vicinity. You're IVO in the vicinity of. first class. Shout out to my buddy Ric Flair. Folks, if y'all haven't seen that video where my buddy Ric Flair got to chewing on that beetle nut.
Baby.
We went to that little Sorry store on the far side of Subic Bay. And, hey boys, those are important papers to your mother. That's her flight itinerary. Don't tear that up. She's going to need that.
Put that in the batch. Maurice, go get that. Put
Baby, you got to get on this flight. I've spent 250 pesos to book a seat. Look, to pre-book the seat. Listen, so we went to the far side of Subic Bay over there coming up on Hanjin. I'll put the link to that video in the description. It's funny. And we went over there to buy a homemade chopping block. This old man makes these homemade chopping blocks. Ric Flair wanted a homemade chopping block. Take back to America. So, long story short, watch the video. But he was negotiating the price of that chopping block down to the peso.
Yeah.
I can't remember what she wanted. She wanted 120 pesos. He was offering 90 pesos or what have you. And it was so funny to listen to the negotiations. And finally he said, look lady, he said something like, he's like, look, you know, I gotta get every peso down I can get. I fly business class. You know, have a little bit of heart here. Have a little bit of compassion. I gotta fly business class. So I started to put that on a t-shirt, you know. I fly business class. It's sort of like you're flying business class. You're not in business class, but you're right behind first class. So you could, if you listen closely, you could probably hear the chismes from the first class passengers. And you could feel like you're in business class. See? So what you do, baby, since you're sitting right behind them, now they're gonna pull the curtain, so you gotta kind of lean like this so you can see through the crack. You sip on your bottle of water, pretend that it's white wine, and just don't turn around and look to the back of the plane. Because if you turn around, then you're gonna realize you're in coach. But if you just look forward, you're in first class. Folks, you see all the joy I bring to this lady? I'm in the joy business. Of course, G, come up here and climb, buddy. Come on. Anyhow, folks, breaking news. Fatima is headed to the village, however long she wants to stay. But I got a Hondo. I got 100 pesos riding on 2 days before I get the call or the text. She gonna make it the first night, but the second day when she gets hungry, I'm gonna get this text. It's like something like, honey, what you doing? I'll be like, nah baby, we're fine, talk to you tomorrow. Then she'll text you, she's like, how's everything in Angeles City? Oh, it's good baby, we're good, have a good time down there. And then how's Auntie Mercy? I was like, baby, you just left 2 days ago, they're fine. And then finally she'll, I want to come home. I always joke about, you know, sending her to the village so she can re-hone her village skills, because she's lost all her village survival skills. But that brownout the other night when she had to sweat a little bit.
Mommy, what? Don't put your mouth.
When she had to sweat the other night, folks, that was the wake-up call. Those are spicy too. He loves spicy. Maria, she don't like the spicy. It's too hot for her. This dude right here will chow him down, then he'll run looking for some water later.
More. No more.
Get one for Mama. Good job for us, G.
More.
Good job, buddy.
More. He's scared that I
Get all the
hide.
chips you can get, baby. Ain't gonna be no chips in the village.
Before I go in the flight, I buy a big chipstick.
All right.
Because maybe I puke. I need that.
Baby, you're not gonna get sick on the airplane.
Yeah, remember that I go in the flight of Kuya Warner. When I finish, I'm sick.
Baby, that was an ultralight. That was an ultralight and it scared you a little bit, okay? You'll be fine on the plane now.
Yes, you should.
Folks, you pull a chick out of the village
Ah,
that's never been out of the village, out of the province.
ah.
If you put them in an air-conditioned car, bus, or airplane, they're gonna get sick and puke. Took me a while to figure it out. But all the girls that I've ever dated, been with from the country, they just grew up without aircon, right? And they don't like the smell. So if they ride in the car, you gotta drop the windows, turn the aircon off, and they'll be fine. But if you close those windows, turn on the aircon, they're puking the whole ride. She got broken after a couple years, 2-3 years, but like, you know, her sister still can't ride in the car. And the same way with the plane and the bus. Now, if you get on a bus, get the non-aircon bus, and your lady will be fine. Windows down, you know, hanging your, you know, got your arm hanging out the window with the wind whipping. No problem. They're used to that. When you put them on an aircon bus, you better have a bottle. Little motion sickness bags, what I'm trying to say. Baby, you're going to be fine. The last few times we flew, you didn't have no problems on the flight. The ultralight, that was a different type of aircraft. Cause she's leaving on a jet plane. I'm not canceling. My gift to you, a little mini vacation for all the hard work you do around here for me and my children. And I appreciate it, baby. I'm appreciative. Don't worry, I'm gonna be fine with the kids for a few days. Just enjoy yourself.
Mama cannot leave my baby.
And don't worry, baby. I'm gonna send you with plenty of money. I'm gonna give you at least 2,000 pesos.
Allah!
That's big money. That's 40 US dollars. I'll up it at 2.5. I'll give you that extra 500 for that bus ride up there. So when you hit boots on the ground in the village, you'll have a solid 2,000, baby. Big money. Big money.
Daklong kita eh.
You see how good I treat these ladies, folks? Now, I would extend this invitation. If you want to bring your mom back up here to hang out with us for a while, help watch the kids, hang out with the grandchildren.
No, I bring Roel in here.
Roel wants to come.
Yeah.
Maybe I like Roel, her brother, and Roel's always involved with taking care of the babies and the kids. I mean, he's real good with kids. So I don't have no problems there. But every time you talk to Roel, baby, he's always on his back asleep.
Hala, he finished already take care of the animals. Then that time he take care of the kids of Flo because my mother need to work.
But every time I've seen the man on your video, he's on his back. I've never seen the man walking
Because
upright.
Hala, how come that's already evening? Every time I video call them, it's evening. You work in the evening?
I work all the time.
Oh, you're in the.
Well, that's true. It is in the evening, but I've just never seen. I mean, I've seen him in the village walking around, but on video, I've never seen the man other than in the lounging position.
Because that's already it's nighttime. Sleep time na. Ah,
Hey, he's got your flight itinerary. 4th Street, easy on that. Your mama needs that.
put that in the trash.
I can't cancel it, baby. I spent 250 pesos getting you a choice seat next to business class.
I go there, but I bring Roel in here.
You gonna bring Roel back? Why don't you bring out the mama?
Wala, ate mama, she need to take care of their family too.
Bring your older sister.
Joby?
Yeah.
She's working.
She's still on the run about that. Oh, never mind. It's tough. Family business. I'm just kidding, folks. That's the wrong person anyhow. I was thinking of somebody else. Somebody was on the run from the barangay for some... Okay, let's change the subject. Okay, let's talk about dog ownership in the Philippines, right? Hold on, no, I'm changing the subject. This ain't got nothing to do with your family. Let's talk about dog ownership. All right, what constitutes a person in the Philippines owning a dog, right? Okay.
That's it. You're going in there. I know that what's the topic.
But I'm not talking about your family. Hold on. What's going on? Okay.
I know what's going on there.
If you have a dog in the Philippines, right? I mean, there's no registration. There's no dog catcher. There's no, you know, basically it's your dog. Why? Because it hangs out around your place and you feed it scraps. Very few people here buy a bag of dog food. That's reserved for the rich. No, the dogs eat scrap rice and whatever, you know. Chicken guts, whatever. That dog's gonna eat table scraps. So that can be your dog, right? Everybody in the village, everybody in the province knows that's your dog. You've had that dog for years. That's your dog. Everybody knows that's your dog.
I know where it's going. That
Right up until the precise moment that dog bites somebody.
I know where it's going.
Once that dog bites somebody, that ain't my dog. No, that's a dog. That's a stray dog. That dog running around, that ain't my dog. He just hangs out in front of my house. That's not my dog. No, everybody knows that's your dog. Then you go to barangay, hey, so-and-so's dog bit me. Hey, you got to pay for their rabies shots. That ain't my dog. And then you got to go on the run for a little bit until things cool down and the smoke clears and the heat cools off. That's your lesson. That's your lesson on dog ownership in the Philippines.
You started. You're going. Where did you go?
I promise you. You let somebody's dog bite somebody, and they'll act like they ain't never seen that damn dog before in their life. You know what I mean? If that dog has lived indoors its entire life, but it goes and bites somebody, it'll be standing out in the street looking up at the gate like, when you gonna let me in? You're like, I don't know whose dog that is. I ain't never seen that dog. The dog's like just waiting to get in his own house. Nope. You don't know that's not my dog.
I know just thing.
Maybe I'm just talking about dog ownership.
Baby. And I was like,
oh shit, my ribs are hurting from her poking me and laughing. I don't know what's worse. There was this famous lawyer. I think he was out of Houston, Texas. He was a Texas lawyer. Called him Racehorse Haynes. Maybe I'm telling the story wrong. I have to recollect. But he was a famous lawyer, right? Defense lawyer. Alright, so I got my reading glasses on now. So we'll talk about Racehorse Haynes. He's a native of Houston, Texas. Born in 1927, and the gentleman died in 2017. He was a Texas criminal defense attorney. He became a star of the legal world after prevailing in a series of seemingly impossible murder trials in Texas in the 70s and the 80s. Time magazine named him one of the top defense attorneys in the nation. Let's see, he's a native of Houston, graduated from University of Houston Law Center in 1956. So the dude's been a lawyer since 56, admitted to the bar. Okay, so he has some high-profile cases. Haynes said the secret to his legal advocacy was to have the answer to any prospective question from a judge or prosecutor, or if an answer wasn't at the ready, be prepared to change the subject. Now this is what the United States government does, but let me get back on topic here. At an American Bar Association seminar in New York in the late 1970s, Haynes explained how to plead in the alternative. Say you sue me because you claim my dog bit you. Well, now this is my defense. Number one, my dog doesn't bite. Number two, my dog was tied up that night. Number three, I don't believe you really got bit. And number four, I don't have a dog. That's a great defense right there. I mean, if I was on the jury, I'd be like, oh, damn, man. Yeah, I see it your way, brother. So, anyhow, you apply that to here in the Philippines. That's basically what happens if somebody's dog bites somebody else in the community. But the difference is here in the Philippines, the first thing that happens is they go straight to number four. I don't have a dog. Then they'll argue points 1, 2, and 3 later, but they're arguing point number 4 right out of the gate. I ain't got no dog. Why? Because the brown guy gonna tell you you have to go pay their bills. That's money out of their pocket. So there's some more funny stuff about old Racehorse Haynes. When he first began practicing law, Haynes would sometimes ask his clients to thank the judge and jury after their acquittal. He ended the practice after one client said, "Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank each and every one of you, and I promise you that I will never, ever do it again." Haynes once cross-examined an empty chair when the prosecution failed to call a key witness. See, one time he defended a biker gang who had nailed a woman to a tree. He planned to drive a nail into his own hand to show the jury it wasn't that painful, but changed his mind at the last second. Oh my goodness. He was in the U.S. Marine Corps during World War II, and then got drafted into the U.S. Army. Became a paratrooper during the Korean War. A football coach gave Haynes the nickname Racehorse. He said he couldn't carry the ball through the opposing team's line, but ran toward the sideline like a racehorse. Died in April 28, 2017 in Livingston, Texas. And there was a film called Murder in Texas from 1981. Who, I guess somebody played him in that movie. Anyhow, there's your tidbit of history for the day. Shout out to Racehorse Haynes, my friend. May you rest in peace. Baby, is that the blue book? Can I see that for a second? Now, folks, I'm just showing you the cover of this month's or last month's blue book. You know, the little free thing here in the Philippines. That's what that dude in that 7-Eleven came up. He had this, he came up, he just pointed at it like, dude, no thank you. There's the other side. What's this side? What's this talking about? Oh, telesales, media sales executives. There you go. They trying to teach you how to put more, make the hot dog.
For treatment?
There's treatment for the hot dog, baby. Right, folks, rolling strong through the streets of Arcalay City. Just dreaming about buying that carbon fiber tripod. Fatima's still in the backseat grumbling about that. Baby, I need a carbon fiber tripod. Folks, I think she's coming around. I think she's warming up to the idea of the carbon fiber tripod. Maybe I get free shipping on that from Lazada, baby.
No.
Only 40,000 pesos. What you mean, Santa? Oh. I might buy 2 of them. What you think about them taters? What would be better, baby, if I bought 2 tripods or only 1 tripod? Better to just buy 1, right? So see, no, baby, that's nothing. It's not an option. It's either 1 or 2. What you want me to do? But baby, you say 0, I say 2. We compromise, and I buy 1. Sam Clark, there's the Genesis Premium point-to-point bus. Take you straight down to the airport in Manila. Cheapest way to get to the airport.
53, 54, 55, 56,
57.
62,
Good job.
63,
54,
92, 100.
100. Yay! Look, the stars. Stars. Stars.
Baby too. Now you
Banana.
Bananas.